I think Alvaro, you said it right on this podcast that, you could take the same class, you could read the same book, you could have a conversation with the same person and they could tell you the same story. And then all of a sudden something's going to be different. And that's where I think that's saying the teacher appears when the student is ready. If you could get wrapping on this thought that we're on, what's the one thing you would want the listeners to hear, like a first step towards this? Like what helped you? Because I know where you are now. You're saying the iterations are quicker, like you're resetting on your own. But like, maybe before that, like what allowed you to take the first step to give yourself permission to be okay with you?
Yeah, I think you guys already hit it on the head. It's finding somebody, whether it's a coach or a mentor, or just a friend who's on the same path as you, to kind of just be able to help point things out. Say, hey, did you just notice that you did that? Or, hey, man, you're like really beating yourself up for that. Like, just allow yourself. We can bring in the 5-minute wallow, right? Give your time to feel it, really feel it. And then once the 5 minutes is up, then you ask yourself the question, what would I like now? But I think if you're listening to this podcast, you're already on that path of quote unquote betterment or self-development or whatever it is you want to call it. But it's like, I think you have to be on that journey first, or at least starting that journey to even recognize that something's going on, right? I think for me, it's been like maybe 9-10 years of this self-development journey, to where I'm at today, and it will continue on to the rest of my life. But that's wanting to know more about yourself, the good, the bad, and just wanting to have or be better yourself, whatever that means for you. But I think you have to be on that path to start to recognize the stuff that's going on, or maybe recognizing the stuff that's going on will help you start the path.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, but
it's a mix and it's a different journey for all of us. We're going to recognize something. I think Alvaro, you said it right on this podcast that, you could take the same class, you could read the same book, you could have a conversation with the same person and they could tell you the same story. And then all of a sudden something's going to be different. And that's where I think that's saying the teacher appears when the student is ready.
Yes.
And that teacher could be the same teacher, but it comes as a new teacher because the words land so much different in different ways, So I think this has been a beautiful conversation, and just some bullets to take away from all three of us is, number one, give yourself time to pause, right? I think if you could do the best thing before the end of this year, or maybe it's on New Year's Day, give yourself some space, give yourself an hour or two, or, if you can more, and just go on a walk with yourself, or just get a journal, and then just, start off with the things maybe you did, maybe if that's coming top of mind, the things you didn't like, the things that you'd like to wash away or learn from, you can write those down. That's where that 5-minute wallow that Jovanni brought up, just give yourself 5 minutes to write all those things down. And then maybe another 5 minutes to think about what you're grateful for. And then I would say, what would you like? Start writing down those things, to start pondering what you would like. And then the one that I would like to add that we all brought up is like, who would you like to be your mentors? And maybe you start off by going and getting their book if they have a book, or, finding time to have a Zoom meeting with them, or if you can meet in person, whatever it is, find those things and look them up. I didn't used to do this, but when I read a book now and I'm like, it's really profound, I look the people up. I'm like, are they accessible? Do they do coaching? Do they take calls? Do they have workshops? I start looking them up now. I didn't used to do that. I'm like, oh, this is an author, they're unreachable to me. No, they're not. And many of those authors, they put the book out because they want to help people. So look them up. They probably have a class. They probably have a workshop. Go change your life. It's your choice, right? So if you put anything on the docket for 2021, put you on your calendar. Yes.
Right on.
Hey there, I want to give you something really big. It's called Clear Path to Customers. It's the way that we get the right language to get the right client. I like to call them your wow clients, so that you can have more results, more revenue, more raving fans, and more referrals. And I want to give this to you absolutely free. And all you have to do is go to stevenapolitan.com to check it out, or you can look at the description here. We'll put the details there. As always, remember, choose gratitude and create freedom.